Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. Here basically we are talking about one topic, that is cities creation. In this cities basically we are talking about one topic, that is the one topic that is so one of the person told that basically cities basically sorry basically here basically we are talking about one topic, that is currency dependence. In this basically we are talking about one topic, that is the one topic that is ideas. In ideas basically we are talking about one topic, that is global warming. And in this global warming basically we are talking about one error basically, that is cities creation basically. In this basically this is the basically 12th number solution basically, which is connecting to the 20 percentage registration base 20 percentage error, that is basically from the education. So one of the person told that basically is the education error basically is connected up to this level basically. The up to this level means the few people basically are telling that the education error basically are connected up to this level. That is basically when the education was created, that time basically the before education was created, before education the 11 parts was already done of the earth planet. And in that 11 parts basically the asian parts basically is totally different, and rest of 11 rest of 10 parts basically are different. So one of the person told that uh, here basically I have taken this example of 11 basically. In really basically it might be more than 100 basically. So one of the person told that it's more than 100, sorry, it's more than 11 parts basically, as is of the the land basically. And in this basically one of the land part is Asia land basically. So one of the land part is Asia. So when after that division of the land, after division of the land basically uh, the education has started. So education is designed up to that level, that basically that 11 parts are there basically. Up to this level basically the somebody has done plan. This was actually the question basically asked by the one of the person basically. And this basically might be possible also, and it might not be possible also, because we don't know basically that time basically what was the things happened basically. That time basically what was the things happened basically. So here basically the things was the education error is there basically, right? 20 percentage error is there, that is 100% sure basically error is there. That's why basically the land basically has divided also. Land basically has divided before the education system basically started. That means somebody has planned very big basically by before creating the education basically. That also basically might be possible basically. So education sector is very dangerous, that also you can say, because the land basically has divided. That means somebody basically is doing what the thing basically doing. Actually whenever the new things basically gets creates, the land basically he divides it. So he created the education. Before creating the education, he divided the land. So whenever he feels that basically some big creation is going to happen, he immediately divides the land. But how basically he do that? That basically is only satellite group basically might be knowing. That might possible that the where basically the creation is happening, that basically land he might be dividing basically. It might be possible, but But 100% sure basically this might be the reason basically. And what might be the reason basically behind the dividing basically, that basically we can't say basically what actually might be the reason basically. So what might be the reason, that basically we can't say basically. So like this basically one of the person told that it might be the reason basically the land basically might be getting divided. Might be possible basically. Might be possible, but it's not 100% sure basically that land basically is getting divided on the base of education, because land basically has divided long before only. And whenever the new things basically big level starts basically, that time basically the education, that time basically the land gets divided basically. So it might be possible that basically whenever the education was going to create, that time basically the land has divided. That means one thing more is clear, that basically the education is created somewhere in one country basically, or might be possible that education might be created in some of the country like Asian or European basically, or American. Or basically it might be possible that 100 parts basically which I am telling, that might be correct. Or basically it might be in India basically, somewhere in state basically the education might be created basically. The entire plan basically which is getting created, that basically might be some state basically in India, and that state also basically might be divided, means might be broken into land basically. So it might possible, but 100% basically I can't say. 98% you can say that basically it's divided, but 100% basically whenever new creation happens, that time basically the division happens basically. The land experts only basically can tell this basically, because they are into the global warming solution error basically. So but land is basically that thing, it's getting divided, that is 100% sure basically, but not 100%, because 100% you can't say that 100%. So 98% basically, 98 percentage it might possible that land basically might be getting divided, might be possible basically, but not 100% sure basically. So it's like that basically. So it's like that. So one of the person told that, so education sector basically is, somebody might have doubt or basically what. So in future basically it might get problem, then basically that land basically will has to divide basically from the world basically. That means this type of thing basically also can happen basically. These types of thing basically can happen basically. Might possible basically that. So one of the person told that basically if you are telling like this basically, then is it this type of thing also basically can occur. For example, one land basically got is creating problem basically, then it might possible that the entire land will get disappear suddenly basically, and suddenly the land basically will merge basically. So one of the person told that basically that type of day also basically can come basically, if the problems are not getting solved basically. Might possible basically. But that type of things basically only in movie basically we can see. But movie basically people basically might be thinking of future also basically. That means the movies basically theaters, picture basically who are creating, they are basically up to the perfect level basically. They know basically each and everything basically. So they are telling that basically it might possible that this type of thing basically also can occur basically. The land will suddenly get disappear, and the entire earth planet will get merged, and that land only basically will get disappear. That for example that state basically or city basically will suddenly get disappear in the universe, and suddenly basically the land will get merged basically. So that type of thing basically might be possible, but possibilities are very less basically. Reason it, you don't know the effect basically which is going to happen. That's why basically nobody tries basically, because in universe basically the rule is you can't end the planet, you can't disappear the planets. So that might be the problem. So in next video basically we are going to say a little bit more about this.